All right, thank you guys. This is Deanna Florio Sylvester, the owner and CEO of Beyond the 750 Club, and I want to welcome you to Beyond the 750 Club house. As I stated, your time, it is extremely valuable. It is the one thing in life that we cannot get back, is the time. So the time that you are giving me here tonight, I greatly appreciate it. It is extremely valuable, and I will not waste it. Um, while we are here tonight to talk about your financial house. Beyond the 750 Club is a vehicle, but as a vehicle, what we're here to do is talk about money. And when we cover money, it is an acronym that I've come up with for money, and I won't cover everything tonight. But I like to start with the M in money, which is the mindset. And the question is, how do you think about money? I mean, and that's a true, serious question that I want you to ask yourself. Um, this is something that I learned kind of recently, but I want you to use this exercise. Go back to when you first had your very first interview, on that job, when you couldn't wait to get that, that job, that prestigious job, whatever it was. Mine was McDonald's. But that first interview and you got the job, and then you worked for the first 3 weeks and then you got that first check. Um, when you got that first check, did you take that check, sit it down at the table across from you and interview the check and ask the check if it wanted to go to work for you? Think about that. Most of us were never taught how to make money work for us. We were only taught how to go and work for money. To go and get a job, and you trade your time for money, that you'll get a check. But once you get it, nobody ever said, you know what? Now you need to interview this dollar and say, hey, Mr. George Washington, would you like to work for me and bring me back 10 more George Washingtons? Nobody ever taught us that. So tonight we want to focus our mindset on how we truly think about money. Here's my question for you guys. How many of you have like loved ones or children, maybe a nephew or niece or somebody that depends on you financially? I want you to think about that for a second. And if you're anybody who has children, I'm going to use myself, prime example. I just had a son that was born November 12th. So he's going to be depending on me for the at least the next 18 years. So take, for example, if I've earned $50,000 a year and he's depending on me for the next 18, let's just round it up and call it 20 years, I need $1 million until he's 20 to take care of him based on what I make today, at $50,000. And we not even including inflation. I need $1 million to make sure he's taken care of till he's 20. The question is, how much of that $1 million liquid cash do I have? And if the answer is 100,000 or you're living paycheck to paycheck, then drastically something needs to change about the way that I think about money. The mindset about money needs to shift in order for me to secure $1 million for him until he's 20. It's no longer about me. So, with that being said, that's the foundation of your house. When you're building a house from the ground, you got to lay the foundation first. When you're taking care of your family, even though they're an infant, you're planning for their future. Financially, we have to do that. So, in your situation, you think about your loved one and how young is the youngest one, and how long do you have to take care of them, and how much of that income do you have put to the side? That's what life insurance is for. I'm not a life insurance agent. I just want you to think about, the mindset of how you think about money and cover that with life insurance until you have it saved. It's not forever. Some people say, well, you need your life insurance your whole life. I'm not here to speculate on either or not. I just know you need to protect that loved one until you have it tangible. And how do we get it tangible? How do I get $1 million before the next 20 years and still work my day job that I have in the process? This is what I want the average person to think about when we come down to have Sunday service. How do we get to that next level? Well, Beyond the 750 Club says, well, cash is king. Yeah, it is. But credit is queen. Credit, if you look at a chessboard, The king, yeah, you checkmate when you check the king. But the queen, she has free reign. She can move as many places on the chessboard as she wants in any direction. The king can only move one. So credit is like the queen of your chessboard. You have to protect her. She's the one that allows you to get into home ownership. If your credit score isn't right, if you haven't been protecting the queen because all you just been dealing with your cash, the king, and this time they're going to get a home, they're going to look at your credit score. They're going to pull your financial report card. You know, once we got out of college, we was like, I ain't worried about a report card, but the people in the real world are, and that's called your credit score. So if your credit score isn't at 750 and you're trying to get a home, then they're going to hit you with a high interest rate. And then they're going to say, oh, you're going to need 3 to 5% down. And that's why a lot of people aren't into home ownership yet, because one, they don't have the good credit, or two, they don't have that large amount of money. But at Beyond the 750 Club, we said, hey, we'll allow you to get your credit score repaired free, because mentally is where you are. If you have a 550, 600 credit score, that's where you are mentally, financially. So if you go through free credit repair and you get the steps that it takes to get from 600 to 620 to 680 to 720 to 750, and you psychologically go through that for 30 to 60 to 90 days, now your financial report card reads a real 750. So now you're in the 750 club, but Beyond the 750 club. Oh my God, do we have an elite membership for those in the 750 club, which I'll touch on just a little bit later. But if anyone is interested in getting their credit score to the prestigious 750 club, by all means, scan the QR code. Once you scan the QR code, you go set up a free membership there and start to get your credit score into the prestigious 750 Elite Club, where we want you all to be. Now, we talked about the mentality, like the mindset of money. And then we talked about the king and the queen, and how the queen is the credit. And once we're getting our credit score right, we can get into home ownership. Once we are inside of the home, guys, we need to furnish this thing, right? We need to make some money. And majority of us that's listening now, we have our day jobs. We're working, taking care of providing for our family now. Some of us working 8 hours, some of us working 10 hours, some of us working 12 hours a day to make sure we can furnish this home. And we're looking for other avenues and other ways to um, furnish it a little bit more faster, if we, so to speak. How do we do that? So Beyond the 750 Club has come up with their own proprietary products called the 750 Edge and the 750 Edge Razor. Now, these products are created for the beginner trader, the novice trader, or professional trader, anyone that is interested in the Forex trading market or the stock exchange market can utilize these actual tools to kind of enhance or give a vision of where the market is going. And it sends them a text message to let them know if the market's moving up or the market's moving down. So I want to kind of, it says, the education and support. So I want to show you how that looks from an actual, the bird's eye view, so to speak, of using the scanner itself. So let's look at TradingView, because TradingView is the platform that most traders are familiar with. And just okay, right now the scanner is on. So I wanted you to see it without the scanner, like to just look at what the markets look like before you don't see it. Is my screen showing? Can you see TradingView? If you can, either one can unmute, let me know if you're
Yes,
looking
you
at
can see it. You can see
okay.
it.
So what everybody, if you go to tradingview.com and you pull up gold, this is what you'll see. If you see the edge, once I turn the edge, now you have the actual edge to see what is going on with you being able to get in and get out of the market. If you go back and it says get in, we want to see if we can get at least 25 to 30 pips. I don't want to take it at the beginning of the candle because sometimes it doesn't trigger until these lines cross. So we'll take it like here to be fair and see if we can get this up to 300 before it starts to fall. Okay, so we're at 303, we're at 314, so it actually went up to 37 before it just started to come back the other way. So you could get 30 pips from this buy and get out of this trade. And you can do the same thing. Here's another buy, and it'll take you up to 30 pips. Then there's this magic thing. People will say, what makes your scanner different from other scanners? Because you can get buy and sell indicators from any scanner. What makes Beyond the 750 Clubs different is you see where this word says pre-sale. There is no buy or sell confirmation, but it does say, hey, this might be going down. This can be an indication just to ride the momentum of the market until you receive another indicator. So this is just an added tool where a person using the 750 edge can actually get in on the confirmed buy as well as a pre-buy or pre-sale. And this right now, we're currently live in the market. This was Friday, 2 candles before the market closed on the 27th at 5:30. There was a pre-buy alert, which means when the market opened up today, this was the very first candle of today. If anyone had taken this alert on Friday and they're still in the market, then they're more than likely still in profit here. So that is the power of the scanners itself and what it can do for a person. Now, here's what I want most people, when they look at this, to see the value in. When majority of people start trading for the first time, they don't have a lot of money to get into the stock markets and start to learn how to trade and how to invest. So most people, when they do so with a minimum amount, $100 to $200. Sometimes the person may invest $1,000, but that's a person who has been involved in this industry before. But for most people who are just being introduced to the foreign exchange market and trading in this and investing, they're using $100, $200. Now, if you have $100 account and you are trading gold, which with and Beyond the 750 Club, we trade gold here. And a lot of people say, well, why y'all trading gold? That's risky. It's very risky and it moves so volatile. Well, we can use it to, which I'll show you in a not so passive aggressive, but we like the fast pace. We like the fast moving, and we can get 30 pips in one move. So we like to trade gold. But because we have the scanner on our side as our aid, it's actually doing the heavy lifting for us. So we're not marking up charts, and we're people who have a life. We're taking care of our children, we're taking care of our loved ones, we're working, we're driving trucks across country. So we don't have the time to mark up charts. But we do have the time to check our phone when it says, hey, it's a buy, get into this and make 30 pips. So you can cash in. The thing about it, if you only have $100 and the market moves so fast, you can only risk 10 cent, 20 cent, 30 cent at a time. So even if you got into gold with $100 or $200 account, and this account moved 30 pips and it did it in 2 hours, because you have a 10-cent account and it moved 30 pips, that's only $3. And we do understand you cannot get wealthy, you can't retire yourself, you can't really pay a bill with that $3. Like, this is $3 here, this is $3. So I made $3, I made $6, I made $9, I made $12, I made $15. Yes, I had $100 account and now I have 115, and that is great. I'm in profit. I did not take a loss. That is great. But what I want you to understand is, here at Beyond the 750 Club, what we recommend is to take the $100, and instead of putting it into a small brokerage account, that you come, and I know it says $199 here, but once you take the Christmas code, they have the code called Christmas, and you verify it, it's going to take 50% off. So the $100 that you were going to use to initially buy an account for 100, buy an account for $15,000. So now that you have an account for $15,000 and you are back on TradingView, you can trade at a $5 lot size. So now instead of the 10 cent times 30, we're saying $5 times 30. Can somebody do the math for me? Is that $150? So if we have $150 on this, then we got $150, that's $300. And then if we took that one, that's $450. And then if we took that one, that's $600. And then if we took that one, that's $750. And you understand what I'm saying? So we've turned a $100 investment into almost $1,000 if we're following using this strategy. Because without it, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're looking at. So would you rather come to TradingView and look at the chart and do guesswork? Or would you rather come to the chart and say, now, let me be fair, because there might be times where this might happen. And let me bold this out, because this is not 100%. You come here and you win 100% of the time. We're not going to say, I'm not saying that, and that it's recorded. There was an incident where I actually did this. It said pre-buy. So I got into the pre-buy and I was up on the pre-buy, and then it said pre-sale. And then I got in on the pre-sale, and the money that I was making on this one, I end up losing on this one. And then it said pre-sale, and it was like, what's going on? We call that consolidation. Will consolidation happen? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, consolidation happens on every single pair. It doesn't matter what pair you're looking at. This is why we don't boast 100%. Yes, this won. Yes, that won. Yes, that won. Yes, that was a one. That did not win. And when you don't win, it hurts. So we learn to take our emotions out of it, take our next trade, and we go and we take our 30 pips, or we keep on winning instead of trailing stops, which I'm teaching a little bit too deep. But would you rather have something that told you, that sent you a message and said, hey, the market is doing this, the market is doing that, the market is doing this? Wouldn't you rather have an indicator that did that? Absolutely, you would. I mean, I'm sure that I would. So now that you have that, the question is, you're going to furnish me with daily income, Dion. It's from Beyond the 750 Club. How much are those things? I know they're not free. How much is a scan? And the 750 Edge, it's beyond the 750 Club. So it's just fitting. Of course, the 750 Edge is $750. It's a one-time lifetime investment. The 750 Edge Razor is also $750. It's a lifetime, one-time lifetime investment. All the updates are included for life. And if you wanted to get the both of them, there is a special. You can get both for a one-time investment of $999, which also comes with 3 months of monitoring for the credit repair to help and assist you get into the prestigious 750 Elite Club, as well as a one-on-one hour with the CEO of Beyond the 750 Club to address any issues or any concerns or any training that you might need utilizing the 750 Edge and scanner for yourself. As you guys notice, and you just seen from the past evidence, the signals, they're profitable. We all saw, and I showed you, I was just honest and brutal up front, where I take losses as well using the scanner as well. It's not 100%, but 90% of the time that you're taking home profits is a good win. Definitely results are proven for themselves. So at this point, you see where the QR code is for the actual the account where you can get the funding. We don't want you to take $100 and start a brokerage account with $100. We don't want you to do that here at Beyond the 750 Club. And we're sharing for every individual that comes into Beyond the 750 Club that's in that situation. We're going to turn that $100 that you have into a $15,000 account and teach you how to trade and invest on a $15,000 at a minimum. You know, there's even an account that's smaller than 15,000 for a person that only has $50. We have something for everyone, but we don't want you to learn how to try to take your $50 and learn how to trade. No, we're going to turn that investment into thousands of dollars, and you reap the rewards. Just to speak up on a $15,000 account, you can max it out at 6%, which is $900. So the scanner is going to show you how to take that 15,000 to 15,009, and then you comfortably take home a 50% split the very first time. After the 50% split, then you get a promotion up to a 70% split. And then you let the scanner take you up to $900 again, then you get an 80% split. And after that, you go to a 90% split. So now at this point, you're letting the scanner grow your account to 15,900 every 2 weeks. And that's an $810 every 2 week pay period for you that you can take care of your family from a $100 investment. See, that is what we are here at Beyond the 750 Club to teach how to do when we're saying, how do you think about money? So if you are able to turn a $100 investment into a continual $800, or let's say $1,600 per month investment, that's what we're here to do. And I know that the scanners, I showed you guys that they're $750 a piece and $999 for both. But because you are here, and like I said, your time is valuable, and it's something that we cannot get back. We can't get our time back ever. But because you invested your time with us, right now we're going to let you try the scanners, both of them, free for 30 days. We're not asking you for one penny. You don't have to pull out your credit card, put anything on file. You just saw the results for yourself in gold, what the trading scanner does for you. What you want to do at this time, just scan the QR code. You get 30 days free access. And yes, you can trade on the weekends. You can trade Bitcoin. Bitcoin is extremely volatile. Let me put a disclaimer out there. I would not personally trade Bitcoin. Buying Bitcoin is fine, but trading it, that's at your own discretion. I'm not going to even say risk, at your own discretion. But yeah, you can use this scanner right now for 30 days and all the benefits that come with it. We didn't pull anything off. We didn't put any. You get full blown access to it, and you get to try it totally risk free. We do have a community as well. Beyond the 750 Club, there's two communities. The first community is for the traders, where you guys can come back there, ask any questions. These recordings will be hosted, so people who want to come back there to watch the recordings can do so as you invite others, because we also have an affiliate program as well here at Beyond the 750 Club. As I stated, the way that you think about money from this day forward, before you came to this webinar, I want it to be completely different from when you get off. Because yes, granted, you might have a job where you're trading time for money, and you might have a business as well. But I want you to look at Beyond the 750 Club as a multiverse, so to speak, because one, the actual scanners themselves, they are money producers. What does that mean? Once you set up the TradingView app on your phone and you cut the alerts on, when it's time to make money in the market, it sends you a text notification saying, hey, it's time to pull money out of the air, so to speak. So while you're going about your day and you're trading time for money on our jobs, we're also getting notifications to, hey, pull money out of the sky. So that's one way that we're thinking about money differently. Like, hey, I'm able to pull money out of the sky through my phone. Now I have a smartphone. And number two is sharing this information with others. If you have a community of people that are already trading and you share it with them, hey, there's a tool that you can download on your cell phone that is going to send you a text message when you can pull money out of the air in the foreign exchange market. Would you want to learn how that worked? That's as simple as asking that question to a person who's trading, and then share them the opportunity to come to Sunday service and understand how this works through a live demonstration. That's how we grow this community. And as the people that you share the scanner with, and they come and they get the 30 days and they go through the 30 days of it themselves, at the end of 30 days, if they're using it, they're making money, they're going to want to keep it. And as they keep it, then your commission grows. But here's what I like to do even better, because me as a CEO, I want to build a community with like-minded people from ground up. So Facebook is already a multi-billion-dollar company. So why would I pay Facebook $10, $20 for Facebook ads when I can pay my community? So even if a person that came into our community, our ecosystem, and they downloaded your scanner and they became a 30-day user of this app, and 30 days later they did not buy it, they let it get cut off, they didn't use it, I still pay you $10. I don't want to give it to Mark Zuckerberg. I'm giving that to my community because I would have never been able to share our platform with that person if it wasn't for you. So you deserve to be rewarded for it, even if they don't continue to be a customer with Beyond the 750 Club. So that is just my way to build my community with my affiliates. And just the way that I think about the mindset of the money. The money will come, um, but as our community grows, the goals and the dreams that we had written down for our family members 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, that have yet to come to fruition. This is now the germination season of that. That's where we're headed with Beyond the 750 Club. So as we grow, those that scan to become the free credit repair community. I got to get my score up to 750. Once they're in that prestigious 750 elite club, now they're in the crowdfunding opportunity because every 10 people that come into Beyond the 750 Club that have 750 credit scores now form their own LLC. Can you imagine the power of 10 people that have a 750 credit score that all come together and start an LLC? Now, each one of those individuals have the power to go and get a $50 line of credit individually, which now is $500,000. At $500,000 of funding, yes, you have that multi-unit part. That's the group investment. That's where we have our 10 people, and this will continuously grow. You can invite people to your 10 and to your 10 as we grow this. Once we have a lot of these multi-unit properties going, then we have we need to buy a private jet. The high potential investment opportunities. Oh, we need to go and do the strip mall. Oh, we need to go. And at that point, when you have a community of, there's 10 people here who have an LLC, 10 people here who have an LLC, 10 people here who have, now you got 30 to 40 different people. That's 4 to 5 different LLCs. Imagine what their credit has done when they come together. And that's what we're talking when we're talking true wealth building projects. And those plans that you had 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years ago now coming to fruition because you decided, hey, this is where I'm planting my flag. I started right here. I scanned the QR code. I got my credit started. I started improving my credit. I got those scanners. I got into the community. I started asking questions like, hey, I got into it, but it pulled back and I lost. Why did I lose? What's going on? Can somebody help me understand? And we got together. Now you're building income using the scanners. Now that you got your credit score at 750, you got daily income from the scanners, and you have been inviting people to join up underneath you because not only is Beyond the 750 Club going to pay you for your efforts, but there might be people that you actually invite to the community, and they might go out and might know a monster or might know an entire community of traders, but you deserve to get something from that as well. So Beyond the 50 Club, Beyond the 750 Club also pays you for sharing the platform with the next person. Even though it's paying them, you're still going to make 5% of anything that anybody else does to expand your wealth. That's the bottom line for Beyond the 750 Club. We don't want us to worry about money. We want to look at money in a totally different light. We will get into the O and the N and the E and the Y of the acronyms as we go through our Sunday services. But this is our foundation, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we come together to discuss every week, our foundation, and making sure that our financial goals, whatever it may be. I don't know what your financial plan is and how long it's going to take. It might be 5 years before you hit it. It might be 10 years, but it has a number attached to it. And you need to have that liquid. And if it's not in liquid, it needs to be in the form of credit capital. If you can get $50,000 worth of credit, then you can get a $500,000 worth of credit. We can get a $500,000 worth of credit. We can get $5 million worth of credit. What we do with it once we have it is based on our financial credit score. And remember, guys, we are taking our financial credit score from the fives and the six, and we're raising our financial intelligence to the 750 and beyond. You're going to get the scanners for 30 days so you can position yourself to make money, where we want to get money as an obstacle out of the way. We like, okay, if I'm using the scanner systematically and I got a $15,000 account. Some people in the community have $50,000 accounts. Some people in the community have $200,000 and $300,000 accounts. I'm just keeping it at a barest minimal. $15,000 account started with $100 that can still get you a $1,500 a month income, on the side. What would $1,500 extra a month in your household do for you in the next 30 to 60 days, coming in consistently by using a tool that's sending you a text message on your phone? And if you got any type of questions at all, you just hit the support button and a text message, and somebody on the community is going to get back with you as soon as they can within the 24-hour period. So with that, guys, I definitely want to say again, thank you for investing your time with Beyond the 750 Club with me, your host, Deonis Sylvester. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over and see if anybody has any questions about anything before I let you guys go for the evening.
I got a question. So you said that you was gonna show how to use the 1 hour and the 4 hour chart.
I'm glad you brought that up. Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up. Great. So am I still sharing my screen? Is my screen still sharing?
No, it's just you.
Okay. Okay. Let me know when you see the screen.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it should be loading up right now. Okay. So right now we are on the 15-minute chart. If you are in this, did you catch this pre-buy Friday, Taish?
So remember I told you I was catching them, but I was looking at the 5 minute chart too. Remember when I started? I was like
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
going in the
You
flow with the
were
five
saying the
minute
5 minute, which I,
because the
yeah,
five minute
you playing with fire. You're playing with fire with that because you're talking of candle every 5 minutes. You know how fast gold moves. So
yeah.
you playing with fire with 5 minutes. Don't use now if you're using say the razor edge, and you went to say UJ or EUR, then yeah, you can go to the 5 minute chart on that. But on gold, we only doing a 15 minute, and I'm going to show you because even on a 15-minute chart, like this one here caught me Otis caught me. I lost some money right here, and I was mad that I lost this money. But because the pre-sale came after pre-buy, and I was like, oh well, let me go and get back in the sale and whatever. That's a long story short. But so if you go and say, well, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative, D, I don't want to I just want to get in the trade and ride it for a while. What happens if I look at it on the hour chart? Okay, see, the hour chart doesn't have as much pullback, even though you do have, consolidation. It's not going to bother you as much. Like, for example, let's just take what we're looking at right here. And so this said get into this one. This was Friday. It's like Friday at 1 o'clock. It said get in for the buy. Now imagine this is not 15 minutes, so it's taking an hour for each one of these to go. All right. So when you get into this chart, I'm gonna say Well, this was down, this was actually down here. That's when the cross happened. So we in here, it came down. I look at these two just to see if when the market moved, did it break even? So let me see how many hours was that. One, so we got in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in 8 hours, we still at broke even. Even though we were in profit up here, you see the red candle is dipping, it dipped, it went red, it came, brought us to broke even. We still never went into negative because that's the wick. And then it came back up, and then this turned blue. The blue one went down, but we still never went into negative. We good, and then it took off. So now we are up 316 pips, not 30 pips, not 100 pips. We up 300 pips. We eating good on the hour chart. We eating good on the hour chart. Now, you could, if you say you stayed in this thing, this, I'm going to go to the red chart. So this is 10 hours, then pass. So it's 11 o'clock now. And this candle start turning red. You have the choice at this point. I'm up almost 300 pips. Do I take profit? Me, myself, if I'm in at 0.5, I'm going to probably take this. And that's just me being honest right now. I'm going to take half of my profits and I'm going to stay in, but I'm going to take 2.5. And I'm going to take the trade from a 0.5 to a 0.250. But I'm going to stay in it through this. And then it's going to come down here and I'm going to be like, oh, man, shoot, you should have, you whatever. That's my emotion. And then I'm going to let it come back up because I'm a risk taker personally. I'm not telling you to be a risk taker. I am not. Please hear me when I say I'm not. I would just like to wait until I heard this pre-sale. Even though this money way up here, I should have got out way up here. I didn't hear no pre-sale telling me to go the other way. So sometimes I stay in the trade way too long, but that's on the 15-minute chart. See, a 15-minute chart, this is nothing but 2 hours. From right here at this pre-buy to where I am right now, on a 15-minute chart, that's because each chart is only 15 minutes. That's 2 to 3 hours. But on an hour chart, this is 3 days. Are you, Dion, are you willing to wait 3 days to hit this pre-sale? No, I'm not. That's why I say it's up to the individual. Now, if I decided to take myself and say, you know what, I'm going to reduce the risk because my son is born now. Sir, you cannot afford to take any risk anymore. Then I'm going to take myself as the old man that's 50 years old to the 1 hour chart. And I'm going to take all my alerts from the 1 hour chart. What does that mean? I'm going to get in at this pre-buy and I'm going to get up here and get 300 pips.
Hey.
See that? You see this? This is live, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
This is live. So I don't know if you can see my phone because of my background, but it just said pre-buy. And that's the 1 hour chart. I cut my pre-buy alert on the 1 hour chart because I'm a 52-year-old man. So because I'm a 52-year-old man and I'm on an hour chart, I'm going to wait for this pre-buy. I might wait 20 minutes because it's an hour candle. So I can sit here and wait 10 to 15 minutes to see what this candle does. If this candle holds steady for 15 to 20 minutes, it continues to go blue, then if I look back at these candles and I say, okay, you held steady, you kept dropping. You held steady, you kept going up. You definitely was a sell, so I know I got 30 pips. You held steady, you kept going up until you came down and said pre-sale, but you went up. You said pre-sale, you held steady. You said pre-buy, you held steady. So that one won, 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 that one won. What's the odds of this one if it holds steady? I'm glad you asked about that, Taisha, because I almost was finna end our call. So that's the 15-minute. I'm not about to jump in this one right now because it's an hour chart. I got 20. I can set a timer for 20 minutes, come back and look at this. Did it go down red or did it continue up the blue? Or I can come to the 15-minute chart because this is where we learned. We learned on the 15-minute chart. The 15-minute chart it's still in pre-buy. There's no sale, nothing that said come down. Even though this one went red, the next candle turned blue, which is still saying, hey, we still got momentum. We ain't going nowhere. So this is a confirmation for even if for right now, and we're talking live. Dion, is this a good trade to still get in? I would say, okay, let's look at the hour and the 15. We're on the 15, and how many pips is this? We're going to, because this chart, it got in when the lines cross, so it's here. That's when the red and the yellow cross is about here. Boom. So we go up. Right now, we are at 87, we at 72 pips. Golly, I didn't get in. Honestly, I didn't get in this on Friday. I did not. Oh my God, kicking myself. I didn't get in. I didn't start. Who was on the phone with? I don't know, but I didn't get in it. So now the question is, should you or could you get in now? Looking at the momentum, even though it's at 80 pips, what does the hour chart show? If we look back at the hour chart says pre-buy, and it's going up. So what could we do? We could go to our trade locker account, and we can hit buy. If you are live and have an account, you can, didn't I hit you? This is live, ladies and gentlemen, and we still recording. And do we got positions? No. Buy. Okay, now we got a buy position open. So now that we got a position open, we want to open that up and we want to say, okay, I need a stop loss. So I put a $400 pip stop loss. And I'm not putting in a take profit right now because I am waiting to hear the red alert that says, hey, sell. So we're going to stay in the pre-buy and ride it until we either want to get out the trade or we get a pre-sale that says, because some people and everybody's trading style is different. Once you're in the trade, some people say, I'm good at 30 pips. I get 300 pips, that's 150 bucks, I'm cool. Or I'm in for $1, that's 300 pips, that's $300, I'm cool. Some people say, I'm gonna ride it to that thing, give me a pre-sale. It might take me up 500, 600 pips, but I'm gonna stay in it until I get a pre-sale. That is entirely up to you. What also is entirely up to you is taking advantage of the scanners. Because if you don't have a scanner, this is what you're looking at. And nothing hit your phone and told you to get into the trade. Nothing. So I'm glad you did bring that up, Taisha. Did that help with the breakdown in the hour and 15? And another thing I'm gonna touch on is we do have two scanners. We do have we got the Edge and the Edge Razor. And the Edge Razor is for the slower pairs. Like it doesn't call the same alerts as it does as the Edge. It just doesn't have as many. Like there's one sale right here. It's built for slower pairs. It's built for like 10 pips. It's not built for 30 pips. It's built for 10. It looks for 10 pips in the slower markets. So they're built different. But some people don't trade gold. Some people don't trade NAS. Some people don't trade US 30. They use the slower pair, so that's why we created the Edge Razor. I don't even go over the Edge Razor when I'm doing Sunday service unless somebody asks, because we eating over here. You know, we like to make money and make money. So that's why I'm team gold. Beyond the 750 club, we biased, and our scanner is biased because we like to eat off gold. Any other questions or concerns? I appreciate you, Taish, for bringing that up too as well.
No.
All right. So if you didn't get in at the 15 here, and you're wondering if you could, I would, like I say, this is the 15, it's up 70 pips. Even though if we got in here, you'd be up 70 pips. If you got in for the dollar, you'd be up $700. If you didn't, and you like a person like me who was saying, well, I'm looking at the hour chart now because the old man don't want to take too many risks. Okay, as soon as we said that, it gave us, hey, alert to check out. Okay, so all right, well, let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm riding with it. I got into it, and I'm going to ride this one because my past experience is telling me my last pre-buy took 30 pips. My last pre-buy took 30 pips. My sale did this 30. I just want to check. Did you give me 30? Let's see. Before you turned around, you went down and gave 81 pips, way more than 30. So if we're looking for our 30, it's definitely giving us our 30 up, our 30 down, our 30 down, our 30 up, our 30 down. So it's pretty safe to say that we might be able to get our 30 up as well here. So I'm very, very, very proud of the results. I am also proud to say that this is a proprietary scanner. The only way that you will be able to get an alert from this scanner is through myself or through the team members here. That's an affiliate of the program. And we're going to build something in 2025 that is going to be life-changing, not just for our family, but for many families. Can you imagine, you have 10, 15 people that's using this and they're getting profit every day. How many people are they going to tell? I bought a product that's printing me money. This guy, they had me this QR code, and I downloaded this QR code, and like this trading, I didn't even know nothing about trading, but now I'm getting these alerts and I'm pulling money off my phone. I have a true smartphone now. It do my goal, guys. I said I was to earn $1 million with this scanner this year, so I did the math, and my scanners $1,000. You like get two of them for 1,000 lifetime, all updates. If I saw 1,000 of these, that's $1 million. And I know that that's doable. But what if I helped 100 people just sell 10? What if I only helped 10 people only sell 100? I'm going to bless families, and that is my ideal goal. And in the process, my team, my community, like Bill Gates' first secretary, she's a multi millionaire. His secretary, because she started with him at the beginning when there was nothing. That's why I said my team who starts with me, when I'm like, look, I'm giving 50% off anything you do. It's an automatic raise because you see the vision with me. So why wouldn't I share half of it with you? So I got a multi-million-dollar house, you should too, because you saw the vision with me. So yeah, only people who have this scanner is the people who we share it with. How many people are you willing to share it with while you're in the process of getting alerts on your phone? That's my question to you. So if there aren't any questions, I'm going to allow you back your evening. Thank you for giving me your time. We did go over 10 more minutes, but that's because we got Q&A, and I appreciated all of those questions. But yeah, I hope something said was enlightening. Taisha, thanks again for the hour reminder because yeah, I actually myself, I put mine on an hour, like 15 minutes. Well, the 15 minutes didn't kill me. It was I shouldn't have been trading over Christmas Eve and stuff. I shouldn't have been trading for the holiday. No, that was done to the, I know better than that. But I was using the scanner and I got caught in consolidation. So that's the only, and I wasn't the only person who got caught in consolidation too, because a couple of my team members hit me on Christmas Eve too and was in some trades. So we just after the bag. So we all should have learned better. So that's a slap on the wrist. Won't do it for New Year's and stuff like that. I'm gonna cut it off at their New Year's. So with that being said, I'm gonna open the floor up. Any more questions, any more concerns before we get out of here for the night?
Yeah, so you saying to use the 15-minute chart to get into the pre-buy and use the hour chart to look at the trades.
No, 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 no. No,
No?
I'm saying no. Like say we're used to using the 15-minute chart. So let me go back to
Right.
our bread and butter. So this is our bread and butter, right? So say we missed this move. That's why I asked you, did you take this pre-buy on Friday? And you said you didn't get in that. So I didn't get in that either. So because we didn't get in it, the question is now, hey, since we didn't, but the market's still on an uptrend, there's no pre-sale alert saying that the market is going to turn around and go backwards. Is it okay, even though we missed this move that it said do, and it's 70 pips higher? Like if you got in at if you got in at a 0.5, this is $350. If you got in at a 1, that's $700. Like, ooh, that's a nice move. So since the move happened, traditionally, where we come from, we looking for 30 pip moves. Hey, here's the 30 pips. I got my 30 pips. I'm going. I can't do nothing with this. The move is over. But with the 750 scanner, is the move over until we actually get the momentum saying go the other way? That's when the move is over. So can I get in there? Okay, well, let's see. Well, Ty, before I say yes or no, let me go to see what the hour chart is doing. If the hour chart is still showing positive momentum, then that could be a good confirmation that I could probably jump in there, which is why I did it. Like, okay, I came over here and look, and you gave me a pre-buy. Like, okay, I might be going now. I said I was going to wait 20 minutes before I got into the buy, which would be another 5 minutes actually, because this is an hour candle. So it's 15 minutes now. So in 5 more minutes, that pre-buy is still there. Then we basically be like, we know we good because it's 9 times out of 10, it's been positive. It's hit profit. It's hit 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips. So this should be good for 30 pips or more, or more, or more, or more. So that's what I was saying. Uh, if you miss that 15-minute move, like we trade on a 15-minute, am I still going to trade on a 15-minute chart? I still will, because I like the adrenaline, because this happened, it's a 15-minute chart. These things happen every 15 minutes. Momentum can change that fast, right? So this could be 2 more candles and then the momentum might change. It could be. We don't know. That's the adrenaline side of it, the 15-minute side of it. Like, man, I need to get in. Man, I'm trying to get a bag. I'm trying to get a bag. I'm trying to get a bag. But on an hour chart, the old man chart, this is what I'm calling it, the old man chart. I might sit here for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, because it says sell. And then, okay, this turned blue. Like this turned blue, and then that one turned red. So I'm not messing with it. That's red. I ain't messing with it. That turned blue. Okay, let me watch it. Then that's red again. So I'm not doing it. Mind you, these all take an hour. It's not 15 minutes. So I'm going about my day. So this one turned blue. Okay, now that this one turned blue and it's forming like that, this could easily be a reversing. So what I'm looking at, what color is this one? Now this one is turning blue. So now I got 2 back-to-back blues. Me personally is where I get out right here. Like I ain't even got no time for. I'm not wasting no time. I've been in here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, 7 hours now. Okay, and I made how much? There you at. So that's 54 pips. All right, I can take my 50 pips and get up on out of there. It's just taking longer. It's just taking longer. You know what I'm saying? Standing there for the old man. Like, see, this candle here, you got 3 minutes left. And that's it turn red. That's why I say wait, even though you get the alert from it on a 15-minute chart, you don't have 15 to 20 minutes to wait. You know, these candles happen in 15 minutes. So even though I got the alert on an hour chart over here, I'm bouncing back to the hour. On the hour chart, even though the alert came up and said pre-buy, I don't have to rush to make a move. I can chill. I can take my time and see what's really going on with the momentum. Is there true, are you finna come back down? Or are you, because right now it's what I'm gonna call consolidation. This on the hour chart is sitting in consolidation. You started off saying pre-buy, but you ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna bounce back to the 15-minute chart. This is what I want you to consider when you say, okay, which chart am I going to be using from today going forward? That's what Sunday service is for. You know, we here to learn together. So we learned on the 15-minute chart. So on the 15-minute chart, and this is right here, is happening live in our face and it's being recorded. So when people come, y'all can see this. Do we get back in this? At this point, before I pushed the button to get back in, I said I was going to wait 20 minutes, which I should have did, but I didn't. So this is coming up, it's coming up. Now we're in consolidation. That's the 15-minute chart. While we waiting in consolidation, we don't do anything in consolidation, correct? We don't do nothing in consolidation. We chill. If we were already in this trade and we up 70 pips, we already in the trade and we up 70. We don't care if it drops 5 pips. Okay, go from 70 pips to 65. We still good. We still good money until maybe 2 red candles pop up. You see 2 red candles, like, okay, momentum might be changing. It might be time for me to go and jump out of there. That's the 15-minute chart and how you have to watch the 15-minute chart because it happens quickly, especially with gold. Gold moves fast. So if I bounce back to the hour chart, and that thing said, hey, it started off said pre-buy, but now it's red. Now it's 40 minutes left. Like I said, I'm gonna wait 40 minutes before I get into the trade. It turned red. There's no need for me to get into a buy because it's red. Even though it started off blue, it could be a false signal, or it could just be it's consolidating and waiting to take off. This is Sunday. What we do have, those of us who came from the other community, we do have a rule, you know, saying that we follow. We don't do nothing on Sunday or Monday. We wait for momentum. That's how we were taught. And on the scanner works when the market opens all the way until when the market closes. So if momentum happens and the scanner sees it, the scanner go call it. It's up to us who are the owners of the scanner when we get that notification if we're gonna pull the trigger or not. So with that being said, me being the old man, I said personally, and you don't have to do everything I do or say everything, we all own the scanner and we can use it the way we want to use it. I said, I want to see what the hour results look like this week. It might be less, I'm sure it's going to be a lot less alerts. A lot less alerts that's called. Probably 15 more less alerts. Consider, when you're talking a 15-minute chart, because if trigger every 15 minutes, that's 4 for 1. 4 charts for every 1 chart over here. So I might get 8 alerts for the week. The 15-minute chart might get 19, 20. But I said I'm gonna chill this week and see what the hour chart results do for me financially and compare it to my results from the 15-minute chart previously. It's just all we're doing is testing our individual strategy with our own trading acumen, so to speak, because our tolerance level is different, each one of us. I just want everybody to be able to feel safe when they do pull the trigger with my scanners. I know that was a lot.
No, it's cool.
Did we lose Latoya? Oh, man. I'm sorry. All right. So, any other questions before we depart? So, do you have a strategy for this week? Do you know if you're going to stay 15
I'm
or
gonna
you're
try
going
to.
to?
I'm gonna try to. Um, the hour chart. Remember, I told you when I was doing 5 minutes, I was bringing my That's when I brought my account back up, and then I went to 15 minutes.
Let's see. I mean, if you're watching, if you're a person that's watching the chart, uh, it's the 5 minute chart. How do you? Because it's so choppy.
I was
Like you
doing it
got
at first. I was in and out, 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 because I was sitting still, and I was like, all right,
uh-huh.
that's how I brought it back up.
Right.
And then I went back to the 15-minute chart,
I'm
and I
shoot,
was
I'm trying to
like,
find an alert on the 5 minute chart. Shoot, where's the money at? Shoot, it moves so fast. I don't even see where the money could be at. Let's see. It still ain't calling no money. And this gold, I'm on the 5 minute chart. Man, it's so choppy. It don't like how it found it there, but geez. Mm, yeah, it's the gold moves so fast. You say you pulled it off though, I can't be mad at it. But yeah, the 15 minute, like this is where I got hit up at in them back to backs. Like boom, get in, get out, get in, get out. I'm like, and it hit me for a bag too. I think it hit me for like three or 400. It's like, ooh, okay, bro, you can't be doing that. Because I mean, the first when you pass the challenge, that first 50% profit, that 20 day, you got to wait 20 days before you get that 50%. I don't care. I'm not necessarily trying to get to the 15,900. Whatever it is, I mean, it might be that, of course, when I get there at the 20th day, but if it's 15,500, just give me the 50% so I can go and get to the next level because I got to get to that 90% ASAP, man, because like I say, the 50% of the 50,000 um is hold on, because that's a nice bag. Uh, okay, so 3,000 times 90%. So that's 2,700. So you got a $50,000 account, then you can cash out at 90%. Your cap at 90% is 2,700. So that's 2,700 every 2 weeks. That's $5,400 a month. And you got two of them. You got two $50,000 accounts. Right. So that's
like,
times
let me
two.
figure out. When you
That's
said do the hour chart, I was like, all right. So when I got to sit and play with the charts, I'm like, all right. let me do, I'll do the hour chart
Because
instead of keep
instead
doing
of
it like
15
that.
minutes. Right.
Yeah.
You'll be in the trade longer, but it's more solidified. Like I'm I'm pretty sure if a 1 hour candle sits in like you saying pre-sale. So boom, when you said pre-sale, which is when the water so that's blue. Like I don't even do the whole candle. I know when it touched that water is when the alert comes on. So that's where I put my start at. That's where I start my pip count. And you came down how many? You came down almost 90 pips. Almost 90 pips on a pre-sale. The pre's is where it's a bag in the pre-sale. Oh yeah, and okay, I can stop. Let me stop recording.
All right, so remember I said that, so last week, no, so I brought everything up.